Welcome back to episode 2 of season 3, the new and improved, better Can You Geek podcast, where we have nothing to talk about and we just play it by ear. But at least we record.
Yeah,
if we record one more episode than we had in season 2.
Yeah.
That's a pilot. That's the pilot.
That is. I forgot about that.
The pilot episode. Excuse me.
Yeah. That one doesn't really exist. It's just there magically.
And it had our imaginary friend in it too.
Yeah. So.
Who?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Who?
Yeah.
God, he's going to kill us for talking so much crap.
He'll be fine.
He deserves it.
He'll be fine.
I have 2 Discords where all I hear is Steve sucks and Canada blows. So he can eat it on this podcast.
Yeah, Aaron was never one to tell a lie, but yeah, I mean, I agree. It probably gets tiresome after a while.
So, I mean, he is a good guy deep down. It's just,
that's how he shows his love.
This
is what I say to everybody.
Pure unadulterated hatred.
If I don't like you, I don't talk shit. Period. So if I'm serious with you all the time and I'm never cracking up with you, I don't like you. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's how I roll.
All those woman jokes just make way more sense now.
I see again. You come at me with this. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was raised in the South. I was raised to respect women at all costs.
Okay. I believe you.
Don't you guys agree?
Yes, of course.
Yep, that very hesitant, but yeah, thank you, Steve.
Well, no, I was thinking about so I posted in the Discord that I don't know if you saw it, Sid, the teaching moment I had with my son yesterday.
I did, yes. Oh my God.
Oh my God. So watches a lot of YouTube, like a lot. And he discovered this meme that was really inappropriate for a 10-year-old to say.
What was the meme?
I don't know what game it came from. I watched the video of it. It's some guy trying to order food in a restaurant. He keeps getting turned down. And then he goes, I'm going to go all Mexican on you and start speaking Spanish. And then the guy working very inappropriately goes, okay, I need somebody to translate what he's saying. I don't understand Taco Bell.
Oh my God. Bless America. Jesus.
And my jaw dropped when my son said it. And I was like,
I'm sure
dude, memes are bad.
Understand. Yeah.
Oh, he absolutely did not understand at all.
He just thought Taco Bell.
Well, and he thinks because people laugh on YouTube after it, or like it gets replayed on YouTube a lot, that it's funny. So I'm going to do that for my friends because that's what people think is cool.
Who is he watching? It's just some random video?
Yeah, he'll start with like a game he likes, and then he goes down the rabbit hole of suggested links.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I feel you. I feel that.
Yeah. And
One second I'm trying to watch a DIY thing, and the next I'm watching kittens.
Yeah, you go down the hole very fast. And so yeah, that was our fun teaching moment. I sat down both of my 2 older kids and was like, I know you guys love these things. I know they're really popular, but memes are not for general consumption to be shared with everybody.
Very, very
Especially,
true.
And I'm like, if you don't understand what they are, you need to ask, and then we can explain them, or I can show you where to look up how to learn what they mean, because a lot of them are bad.
Very inappropriate. Certain crowds would be like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But in the same breath be like, so inappropriate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am. There is a very fun tradition. I say tradition. It's just whenever we're both around. I like watching old Vine videos.
Oh my God.
Especially
those are the
on
best.
YouTube. And my daughter, who is actually 16 today, loves that as well. That is one of the very few bonding experiences that we have, and it's amazing. I don't know what it is. Vine videos are so stupid, they're funny. Like, I can't help it.
It's an
It's just one of those
avocado.
things. Yes.
Thanks.
Oh my God. I can't help it. Can't help it.
Free avocado.
Which is what TikTok's trying to be.
What was that?
Free
Oh,
avocado.
the snort is back. That's what that was.
Oh, that's my favorite. Ooh, sorry.
Yeah.
Digress again.
No, it's okay. And then
It's not like we have anything else to talk about. You know, COVID sucks.
And then computer issues suck, which is why episode 1 isn't out at the time of this recording. Is I was like, okay, I had, computer problems last 2 weeks, so I basically rebuilt a brand new computer. And then I go to edit the podcast, and the audio edit's fine. But then when I go to create the YouTube version to upload to YouTube, it won't render any video. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Uninstall Adobe Premiere, reinstall Adobe, still nothing. I'm like, this sucks. What's going on? So I'm like, all right, middle of my work day, I'm like, I'm going to reinstall Windows. I'm going to take my lunch break.
Dude, that is
and
like a
redo Windows.
tradition for you.
It's every 3 to 6 months I do it.
I've never met anybody that does that. It's so weird. Like you're
If
like one of the
you-
only ones that does that.
Honestly,
Yeah, I've never heard of this either. Like I've maybe
hang out
I don't know.
hang out with enough people that work IT, and you'll learn that it's easier to reformat your computer every 3 to 6 months than it is to bloat it down with like antivirus and firewalls, because the best firewall and antivirus you have is yourself. So if things start to go haywire, you just reformat.
Do you put antivirus on your computer?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I was about to say I only use Windows Defender. Like that's the only thing I've ever used, and Common Sense, obviously. But,
yeah, it's honestly the 2 best things you can use. Windows Defender is actually surprisingly really good,
and it's it's not low maintenance, but a low resource, right?
very low resource. Yeah, it's one of the lowest resource ones on the out there, and Microsoft's very good at keeping it updated. And it's I mean, half the time I disable it because it flags stupid shit for no reason. But
where are you going? I swear to you, it has maybe flagged like 1 or 2 things for me.
it's
Steve,
not websites it flags. It's not website. It's
I'm sure. Okay, buddy.
no,
okay.
it's not. It's
I'm sure.
streaming stuff. So stuff for like being on Twitch, like, because a lot of the apps are custom designed. People aren't spending $20,000-$30,000 to get a proper license. So like Scorpbot that everybody uses, if the first time you try to bring it onto your computer and run it, it's going to get flagged by every antivirus on the market because it's an unlicensed software. So anything that's unlicensed that people aren't spending the money to get the proper certification through Microsoft or whatever, it's going to get flagged. But for the most part, it's
crazy.
Yeah. But this time I created an image of my PC, which I did the last time, but I changed from Intel to Ryzen, which means you can't use the same image, which would have taken my hour-long lunch break, reformat and reinstall stuff down to about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So now this time it'll be a 20-minute process because it's just re-image and go.
Huh. Well, I have never had to, knock on wood, I've never had to do any of those things that you just said.
Me
And
either.
my PC boots up in like 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably a user error, to be 100% honest.
It's
Does all that shit work for laptops?
the reformatting and imaging and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might
I
need
did
you to
have to do
walk
that
me
with the
through that
laptop
again on my
once.
work laptop one of these weekends because that shit is a bitch.
So there's things that can impact it because they, like, if it's a secured laptop, they could have stuff that's going to slow it down because of all the security. Like my work PCs, when I'm at work, are so locked down I can't do anything on them. So
I'll
they're a
ask
pain.
my
They're
boss
just
tomorrow.
slow.
That's crazy.
I've been complaining about
Yeah.
my laptop since I started working there.
But yeah, now
Like-
I've completely formatted 2 of my hard drives. It's my computer's good for a while now, so it's just getting it set up and ready to go. The imaginary friend of the podcast has given me access to his Adobe if I need it. So I'm going to test. I'm doing the trial of the newest version of Adobe instead of the really old version I had. And if it works properly, then don't have to worry. I'll just either buy it myself, like pay the monthly, or just start using his. I'll probably just use his.
You probably should. Sharing is
I probably
caring.
should. Sharing is totally caring. Which,
Yeah.
So that's why we were a little bit late getting to this episode. Plus, Sid had a little bit of adventure today.
I did.
This episode.
Yes. Stray dog was outside our fence. The dogs were going ape. Oh my goodness, they were freaking out. And Rob looks out there and he hears like the jingling from the dog's collar. And he's like, oh, we got a stray out there. What's going on? So we bring in our 3 dogs. And he just runs right in the gate. Doesn't care. Loves us. As soon as we try to let out one of the other dogs to like see if they'll, I don't know, get along just a little bit. No, he wasn't having it. He was too shook up about being somewhere different. Because he was fine with Rob and I, but not with the other 3 dogs. So it was like, okay, whatever. Thank God for every local group that I'm a part of on Facebook. Because we found the owner in like 20 minutes.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I can't
Heck
get
yeah,
over
man.
that.
Granted, there's been a lot of haters on my posts because he was pretty thin. Like at first I was like, oh, he looks really thin. And then I get outside and I'm like petting him and stuff. And it's like, nope, he's just pretty young still. Like he's just growing into himself. So like, because I try not to judge because you never know how old those bigger dogs are.
Yeah.
My German Shepherd outweighs him by 30 pounds, but he's probably only a few months older. Like it's insane. But yeah. I guess he was a Pit Mastiff mix, which makes way more sense now.
Oh God, then he's a baby.
Yeah, he's little picture, still. Yeah. Still growing into himself. But there were a lot of people that were like, he looks underfed. You should probably make sure he doesn't have worms. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, you look. I even put a disclaimer in the bottom of my post, like, I know he looks thin. I don't judge until I meet the owner because you never know how old these bigger dogs are until you find their owner. Like he could have been 6 months old for all I know and still just growing too fast to keep any weight on. Which was the case. He was still pretty young and won't get any bigger because the vet said he's probably not going to fill out according to the owner. So that's why I don't judge. But then you get all the Karens out there on Facebook that are just like, oh my gosh, he looks too thin. Blah, 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 blah. Just leave that hate at home. Like, get off your high horse behind your keyboard and just leave that hate in your head.
I call those keyboard warriors.
Parenting in 2020.
I was so mad. Like, I was getting mad for her. You don't feed your kids
healthy enough. They don't eat junk. They should eat junk.
Well, bigger dogs like that can have, like, I don't know. Rob looked it up because we weren't going through dog treats really fast. Like a lot of them were expiring before we could use them because we have the Bully Make box and we get like 4 bags of treats a month. And even with the 3 dogs, we weren't going through them very fast. So Rob looked it up and all 3 of our dogs, because of their size, can have like 15 to 20 treats a day. It's like, there's no way in hell I'm giving out 60 treats a day to all 3 of my dogs. Like, that's not happening.
That's a lot of treats.
Yeah, but they can do, that's what, and we even asked our vet, and he said, yeah, that's normal. It's like, oh, okay.
My dog is on a very strict diet. Yeah, but she's lost like 13 pounds. Actually, the vet said, hey, she's good. You can
feed her like a normal dog now?
Well, yeah, I'm still going to keep going the way that we are, but I think I'm going to give her like half a cup of dry food now. You know what did the trick? This dog, I don't understand, loves green beans, peas, and carrots. So we give her a heaping, like, measuring cup full of that in her bowl. And then we give her now a half a cup of dog food, dry dog food, and she eats it like it's gone out of style. But I mean, I have a beagle, and they will eat everything, and I mean everything. Like I took her outside to poop tonight, and there was paper towel in her poop. So very nice.
She was just trying to wipe her ass. She
Oh, no.
was being considerate.
So if you leave her alone and you leave a paper towel laying around anywhere, it's kind of weird. You know how dogs like eat the middle out of panties and stuff? You ever had that happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
She does that with a paper towel. So it looks like a shitty paper mache, like she tried to do paper mache. Or what's that little thing where you cut it out and then you pull it apart and like all the people are holding hands? What is that?
Oh, yeah. Like
It's not origami. I can't remember what it's called though.
No, but
I don't know what it's called, but
it's like how you make
snowflake
a snowflake
things.
Yeah. Kind of, sort of. It's like that, except like, so if you open the paper towel, the middle is eaten out, but everything, the corners are fine. Don't ask me. I've asked her, but she refuses to respond to me. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I feed my German Shepherd like 3 cups of dry dog food every day.
3 cups?
Dude, this dog is like 100 pounds.
Yeah, I know.
If not more than that. Like, he's a big dog, and even the vet was like, yep, he does need to eat quite a bit because he's still growing. For shit's sake, I just want him to stop because he's like the perfect height. He can't quite reach the counter, but
Oh, he will be able to.
I know, and I don't like it.
Oy. Well, yeah, I don't know. Dogs are so good.
I love my boys.
I could never be a cat person. Cats are very, very weird.
We'd have a cat too if Rob wasn't allergic.
Well, it's probably for the best that he's allergic. I just don't like cats. I don't know what it is. Cats are just weird to me. It's probably because my parents had a Siamese cat, and that cat was very vicious and would bite us.
Ugh.
And it was declawed in the front, but it would still like. So my parents' house had a very long hallway, and all of the kids' bedrooms were at the end of the hallway. Well, if we come down that hallway, that cat would wait where the wet bar is. He would jump out, put his teeth in you, and then bring his back legs up and claw you with his back legs and do some weird like half somersault thing, and then he would run off and be gone. Yeah, I'm not a cat person. No, I'm good.
My dad's got 3 cats, so
We've got
4
one.
cats, excuse me. So I don't have a problem with cats. Rob's just allergic, so
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like him. It's a preference thing. And also, I only like female dogs, or I will only own female dogs. It's weird, some weird thing. I don't know. It's like some childhood trauma that my mom basically told me, hey, you only need to have female dogs. I only like female dogs. And that's just stuck with me. Not sure why.
You're sexist.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
Actually, it's proven that
No, I know.
female dogs bond better with males, and male dogs bond better with females.
You want to hear the dumbass reason why my mom never wanted male dogs? Because they hike their leg to pee.
Oh my god, that's stupid.
Instead of
I know.
squatting.
Yes.
Not all of them.
Oh my god. But you know what's weird? Female dogs mark more than male dogs.
True.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Learn that. Penny really likes the corner, like where the grass meets the sidewalk. Oh man, that's her jam. She will piss there all day long. So yeah, lots of fun, dude. Dogs are great. I love dogs. We had office dogs where I was at before somebody complained and ruined it. But we had 2 dogs that would wander the hallways, and that is the best stress reliever ever. It's just 2 dogs. Just having a dog to sit there and pet whenever you've had like a stressful call or whatever it is, perfect. It's so good. And you can't get that from cats. Cats are like, they're very specific with where you touch them. So if you don't touch them, and
don't let you.
Yes, exactly. Cats are not affectionate, and I know on the internet you see those videos and like the cats giving hugs and shit. Sorry, that's like the movies. You know, it's like whenever the couple wakes up after sleeping all night and they instantly start making out. That shit's disgusting. Morning breath is real. I don't fucking get it. It's
I don't
disgusting.
get it either.
It's the
I
same way
agree.
with cats. You see them in movies, they're so lovey and cuddly, and then you see them online and like on those viral YouTube videos. Oh my God. Just look at that cat giving a hug. It's so wonderful. That is not true. That is science fiction bullshit.
I will I will be honest, because I do have a cat. My cat, for about 3 hours a day, is super affectionate and won't leave you alone, which pisses
3
you
hours.
off. So then you get rid of it and you're like, go away, cat, because it's like the most annoying ever. Because it's not like a dog where a dog will come up and just like lay its head on your lap, like, okay, it's cuddle time. The cat will climb on your chest and knock the phone, the remote out of your hand, be like, no, it's my time now. And if you don't like it, too bad.
Mm-mm.
Cats
3
are
hours a
a-holes,
day.
but I love them.
Guess what? My dog is ready for affection 24 hours a day. So I'll take the 24 hours over the 3 hours a day. Yeah.
Fair. No, it's fair.
But she does do that thing that cats do, because if I don't, she's kind of spoiled. If I don't give her attention or enough attention, or the attention that she wants, I set like my Xbox controller, because I have an Xbox downstairs. It is a Netflix machine at this point. I will set it on like the edge of the couch. She will nose that off and knock it onto the ground. Haven't seen dogs do that, but she does it. So
Nice.
kind of a diva.
I mean, she's got you as an owner, so.
Hey, I'm sorry. I spoil all the ladies in my life, okay? Did you just laugh at that? How dare you? How dare you? It's very hateful.
It wasn't quite a snort, though, so you got that going for you.
That's very true. I think she's trying to work on that, because she knows. Oh, man, those snorts. God bless.
Yeah.
I can't
So moving
stop
on.
it.
You know, guys, there's not a whole lot going on in the gaming world. It's very weird.
So with the lovely lack of like entertainment news going on in the world,
Am I the only
being
one
that
on this?
we're
Hello?
kind of hello.
Ooh, yeah, you lost me for like a split second.
Well, you're back now.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird. I don't know what happened. But what I was saying before that weird silence or whatever that was, there's nothing going on right now. This is a very weird
absolutely
year.
nothing.
The highlights of the gaming world are people streaming for hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Yeah, because you had Dr. Disrespect come back to YouTube. Well, I guess go to YouTube.
Yeah, but they said he
his-
would never be partnered, right?
Yes, Facebook said the same thing. From my understanding, he's never going to be partnered with either of the other two. I'm really curious to know what happened, why he's banned from Twitch.
From what he said, he doesn't even know, dude.
That's bullshit.
Well, yes, I know it's bullshit. This is the weirdest. This is the wildest thing to me. Is either only a select few people know, obviously, what happened. Actually, that's got to be it. That's my only theory. Is only a select few people know what happened, because at this point, nothing has leaked, and that is so rare in today's world, because everything leaks. Like everything leaks, but not this. No idea.
It's either a very select few know exactly what's going on, or it's so serious that nobody wants to risk being sued for leaking a rumor.
Let's be real, though. You can leak that stuff anonymously. I mean, in this day and
I
age.
know. But I mean, to be the person that, I know, because there's 4chan and all that other shit. But as you're well aware, because me and you both spent a lot of time on Mixer supporting a lot of people that we consider friends. Some I consider family even. And with Mixer shutting down very recently and very abruptly, a lot of people were looking to find homes, and Shroud went back to Twitch today and dropped, apparently at peak, almost 500,000 viewers.
That's so ridiculous. That is so, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm dumbfounded by those numbers, because if you think even, say, a quarter of those people, that's even a high number. 5%
Dude,
of
it's
those
high
people,
regardless.
I know, but 5% donate or subscribe, like that, he's going to be making like $400,000 off one fucking stream.
Dude, I'm sure.
Pardon the
I mean,
language, but it's ridiculous.
the thing that kills me about this whole thing is they'll never partner him. He can legit just stream as unaffiliated, unpartnered, and still probably make around the same amount. Because I saw people donating like $5-10 at a time, like to give
Dr.
him
Disrespect?
Yes, dude. Really,
Yes.
any of those big streamers, and I don't know.
Shroud, I think Shroud went back officially. Like, I think he's partnered.
So he went back to Twitch?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Dude.
Yeah, Shroud is back on Twitch. Shroud 100% is back on Twitch. He tweeted yesterday an intro video saying that he's coming back home.
I thought that, and I'll be honest with you, I don't have Twitter. I don't do all that. I have like MySpace and stuff. It's a place for friends. But I thought that him and who's the blue hair guy? Ninja. Yeah, I don't keep up with him. It's not really my style. Bless his heart. I thought that they were going to do something else. I guess that was bullshit.
That was one of the rumors. Is this new Brime service, which is the biggest scam in the world?
Who's Brime?
So nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows. When
Brime Live. Yep.
Yeah. So Mixer gets closed down. Dr. Disrespect gets banned the next day or like 2 days later. And then this Watch Brime account follows like 7 people. Out of the 7 people it followed was those 3, was Ninja, Shroud, and Dr. Disrespect. So then people were like, oh, they're going to go start this new service and blah, 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 blah. And so people started jumping in. And then right now, it honestly looks like it was just a big phishing scam to get like people to sign up, because tons of people signed up and gave their personal information to try and get like partnership early with the platform. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't get that. What is this whole? Okay, I'm looking at it now. A live streaming service for by streamers for streamers. Our limit has been reached. We are no longer accepting registry. You had to register to stream on the website?
Yeah, because it's so new, they have to test and see what's happening. Yeah.
Really? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
Their Twitter name, when it first came out, I don't know if they've changed it now to Brime Live, but it was Watch Brime, which Mixers was Watch Mixer.
You think it's those 2 old, the dudes that started?
No, it's definitely not Matt it's not Matt and James. James had a talk with the group of us that were mods in the community Discord for Mixer about a interesting project that I have heard 0 of since, and now the Discord is gone, so I don't think I'm going to hear anything.
Nice.
But his wasn't going to be another streaming service, and from what I've heard, Matt doesn't want to go into that again either. James's plan was to create a content creation haven for people, so kind of like what Mixer's community Discord was, where it was a safe place for people to just come and talk and hang out and interact and get different points of view and input and support, and was kind of like doing that but on a grander scale for all platforms. And it would have been a really cool thing, but don't think I'm going to hear about it.
I don't know. This is how I feel about all of this. Is the internet is the final frontier, at least right now. In our lifetime, it is. You are not going to beat Amazon. You're not going to beat Twitch. You're not going to beat YouTube. Everyone that already has a foothold in their little market, I don't feel like they're going anywhere, at least in my lifetime. You know, I'm sure that 80 years ago, somebody was like, Sears is going to be around forever. And, they obviously shit the bed. But I think in my lifetime, if you roll anything out, like Mixer did all of those people so dirty. That was just so dirty.
Oh, it was so dirty.
Then they offer them to go to Facebook. Nobody wants to stream on Facebook. Here's the thing. One thing I love about the internet, as just a regular person who normally doesn't troll anybody besides his friends, is I am essentially anonymous online.
Yep. Oh, 100%.
I am not going to go, and I haven't even been to Facebook gaming or whatever they call it. I'm not going to go in there and type in somebody's chat and have it show at least my name. I understand. I don't know. I don't even know if they can click on it and like view my profile, but it's going to show my name, and there's probably not a whole lot of me out there.
I know
they can. They can
100%
check out your profile, but they'll only see what you allow the public to see unless you're friends with them.
Which honestly is...
Facebook gaming has a weird sort of... It's a really weird kind of backdoor into it. So I know a guy who streamed after the whole Mixer thing. He was a partner on Mixer, smaller partner on Mixer from the UK. He streamed on Facebook for one stream. Before the end of that stream, they had doxed him to his house. They knew his address, and his Facebook profile was private. It wasn't even linked to what he was streaming on. He was streaming on a page, like through his page, that was just his streamer name. There was no personal information at all. They were able to find through somebody, because it was like when you went to his page, recommended person, through cookies or whatever that Facebook uses, linked it to his sister who had a picture of him. So they were like, oh, that's him. Then to his mom, who then had a picture, say, in front of like a house that he was in or whatever. And they were like, there's his house, there's his address, pulled the information, boom. Within 4 hours of streaming on Facebook.
Nope. I'm good.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's the thing. Nobody wants to do that shit.
I loaded Facebook GG once, not even in a separate browser from what I normally log into Facebook. Every suggested person was somebody I knew from my personal account. Like,
dude, I'm telling you. Like, and here's
it's 2020. I don't pretend there's any privacy in the internet. Like, I'm not like, make sure you're in incognito, go behind VPN. Like, privacy on the internet is the biggest joke in the world right now. But when it gets to that point, like, there should be, I should be able to at least hide my house.
Yeah, the thing about it is they have first name, last name. You know how easy it is to use that and then find out who that person is online. Like, in regards to just background checks or information checks, for Pete's sake. And everybody's like, nobody's going to do that. Yes, they are. These kids are throwing like tons of money at streamers, just income that is just, I don't even know where it's coming from. Probably their parents' credit card. You damn well know that they're going to go out and look that stuff up. Maybe sounds like I'm paranoid. There's something so weird about watching a stream with, I don't even know who's the top dog on Facebook. I have no idea. With 2,000, 3,000 viewers on it, I'm assuming that's probably what top dog pulls on Facebook. But having to chat with my real name, like, it's so like weird.
There's ways around it with that whole page thing, but obviously it's not 100% secured. I know that they were working to secure it, but it's
so
crazy.
You roll out a streaming service, and so what page? Is it like some backdoor or something that hides everything, or what? What page are you talking about?
So I don't know how much time you actually spend on Facebook, but you can create a page.
About 5 minutes.
So I've got multiple pages on my Facebook for different things I've done. Like, I did a cycling team for charity. So we had a Facebook page so people could come on and find out more information about us. If they wanted to donate, it had donating links to the rides we were doing. So it helped us raise money, stuff like that. I made male grooming products like soap and stuff like that for a while.
Wait,
so I had
really?
a page for that.
I didn't know that.
I've got a shit ton of shaving soap in my garage that I made. And then like 3D printing, the podcast page, which reminds me, I need to add you to the podcast page as a host.
Sweet.
Yeah, because you actually care, because you spend so much time on Facebook.
Yeah, but it's so you can
shut up, Sydney.
I mean, You said it.
Shut up.
But if you're an admin of those pages, you can go chat as that page in a stream. So
I'm
their
an
suggestion
admin
was
for the realty group that I work for. They have their own page, and I'm an admin on theirs, so I can do all of the social media and stuff for them.
Yeah, I'm an admin for my work, both LinkedIn and Facebook, and we are we're not active at all. I mean,
I was gonna say, if you're the admin and you don't go on,
dude, I've got so much other shit. Like, it's like the least of my worries. I mean, it's just it's a startup. You know how it is.
Well,
you gotta do everything.
Your business, I don't think would grow very much from Facebook.
Probably not from Facebook. LinkedIn though.
LinkedIn, I could see, yeah, because you get the
LinkedIn, I could see.
Yeah.
Well, and like it's like every business has a Facebook.
Yeah, true.
Just kind of how it is.
I don't even know what you do.
Long story short, we are a utility management company for property management companies and property preservation companies.
So, okay.
If you owned kind of like what you do, if you owned a property management company and you're like, I don't want to do utilities anymore, this is stupid. And everybody that I tell this to is like, well, that's kind of dumb. It's just utilities. Bullshit. You're dumb.
But when you're managing utilities of like 7 different properties, and that's a low number for bigger companies.
Yeah, like I could see something like that being useful for like a couple of the big property management companies we have locally
that's
here.
What we go after. Yeah.
That have, 30, 40 different properties that they manage. Oh man, how are they going to keep track of all of that and, rent?
So here's the thing. Anything under 500 almost isn't worth our time. That kind of sounds snooty, but anything under 500, and we'll take anything. Let me just make that clear. But whenever I know, right? That's what she said. Whenever, and I mean, $20 is $20. Let's be real. Whenever you have a small mom and pop company where you have a handful, like what you guys were talking about, even up to like 100 plus, that's still pretty manageable. But obviously, so we go after ones that have thousands of doors. We had a client up in y'all's area in Washington. Washington is awful. I don't want to visit Washington just based on the utility companies up there. I hate them. They're awful. It's so bad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I have like incredible views.
That's great. Enjoy your views.
Like I'm not even in Seattle, but I can see Seattle.
I mean, that's amazing. I'm sure that is awesome. But the fact that you essentially have to give over your first unborn child to get water service in the Seattle area is ridiculous.
I don't live in Seattle, so I don't care.
Well, Seattle's not that bad. Seattle, actually, they will lean against unpaid water. Cool. But the surrounding areas around Seattle, awful.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm aware.
Awful. But anyway, that's essentially what I do. We kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, this is
so COVID dumb. Podcast. This is the way we are. We'll talk about something on topic for like 2 minutes, and then we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
I have pivoted. It's not even a pivot. I have pigeonholed myself into the utilities world. Probably for the rest of my life. It's the only thing I know how to do. That's actually very sad, but I feel like I'm a SME. Do you guys know what a SME is? An SME?
Mm-mm.
Subject matter expert in regards to essentially all things utilities.
Which on it, like what you do isn't going to go away unless the economy absolutely shits itself. And like nobody's renting
even then
anymore.
I think you'd still be okay.
I think it would still be fine.
Yeah, there's always going to be a need for utilities. I guess the thing is it's ever evolving. Like I guess the big thing right now is like API connection is real big right now in our industry, and everybody wants to move to it, and it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like API connection is
dashboards.
Great. Yeah. Yes, but the issue is API connection is not always 100% accurate, especially in our line of work where somebody lists that a tenant is going to vacate a property, which is awesome. And then that tenant retracts their move out notice. Well, the API connection has already told us, hey,
they're moving out.
Yes, you need to connect services here on this date. Well, at least back in the day before we kept the connection because it was causing a lot of issues for us, the API connection, whenever they retracted that notice, it would not tell us, hey, they're staying. So we would go and put utilities into their name or into the client's name. And then you have an angry tenant and a client that's like, hey, why was this switched? They're not moving out. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do, dude? Like, I don't know. API has evolved since then. Yes. Yeah. And I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, it's an ever evolving industry. I'll put it that way. But conferences that we always go to are always eye opening. Great for networking. But again, they're not even doing that right now. Like, all that stuff's been canceled. So I used to be one of those little booth boys. I go sit at the booth and, that's
better than trying to do it virtually. Ask Rob about it.
Oh, I know. I told Rob that I would totally get in on one of his virtual gatherings, but it made me put in a bunch of information. I'm like, no, I'm good. That's fine. I'm not going to do that. Someone comes snap my neck in the middle of the night.
Way too much information.
Yeah, exactly. And I told him that. That's what I told him. I said, if somebody is going to waste their time and go troll on one of those, it's ridiculous. But I feel like you would have so many more hits. Excuse me, I got weird rogue hiccups. You would have so many more hits if you didn't require that people put in so much of their information, like any information at all. It's like, hey, what's your name? Let me get what's your name? What are you interested in? Like, why do you want to do this?
Yeah, and an email, because you can always ignore an email afterwards,
right?
Yeah,
or have a fake email address. Like, it's all good.
I have 3 separate email addresses. One of them is specifically for spam shit like that.
God, I wish I only had 3.
Oh, really?
No, technically I have 4. I have my work email too.
Guys, y'all are way ahead of me. I have 2 emails, and one of those is my work email.
Nice.
And I'll tell you this right now. There's nothing that makes me want to vomit. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts for a second. This is how upset this makes me. If you unlock your phone,
deep breaths.
If you unlock your phone and I see that you have 37,000 emails, unread emails in your inbox, you're an awful person. I'm just throwing that out there.
It drives me nuts.
I'm throwing that out there right now. I have
My sister is one of those people, and it drives me insane.
I know so many people like that, and it makes me legit want to throw up in my mouth. Like, it's so anxiety inducing to see that. Like, if there's an update on my phone, like, Apple push out those updates and it's like, you have 6 on the App Store or whatever, that makes me slightly anxious because I'm like, I gotta get that shit off of my phone right now. I see 30,000 emails in someone's inbox and it's like, most of it's spam. I just don't even worry about it. Nope.
I lose my mind.
It's awful. Awful.
Gives me anxiety just thinking about it.
Yep, same here. Can't do it.
Oh, I keep up with all of them, but I've got my work email. I've got my personal Can You Geek email. I've got the show Can You Geek email account. I've got the original Can You Geek Gmail account. Plus I've got my personal Gmail account. Yeah. Too many emails.
You get your finger in a whole bunch of stuff. I have my finger in work and personal, and that's pretty much it. You got a lot of side hustles, as the kids say.
There's too many side hustles. I need less.
Very true. Very, very true. Anyway, email. Clean your email. It's disgusting.
Clean your emails,
people,
yes.
I'm sorry. I judge you.
Especially during this COVID thing. What else do you have to do right now?
Actually,
what else do you have to do but clean up your emails?
At the very least, just mark them red.
No one has time.
Marie Kondo that shit.
That that no one has time.
Does it bring you joy? Delete it.
I don't know. At that point, if I had 12,000 unread emails, I would it's time for me to start over. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Throw it all away.
Yep.
Honestly, that's what I did. I went away from, I took an extended holiday from work. I think it was like, we went to the Philippines and I took all 6 weeks of my vacation at the same time. And I came back and there was like 785 emails. And I'm like, mark all read. Okay. If something is important, people will contact me.
Oh my God. See, and see that right there. Because I know people that do that. I'm like, no, what if it's something super duper urgent that we need to look at? And well,
that's why
I
I'm
lied.
on a team,
I have a school
though.
email account too.
wow.
Forgot about that
team.
one. That's the one that gets me free Spotify.
You know, I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of people that are going to listen to this because I told them about it. Oh, I'm going to get some angry texts whenever this one comes out. I can already tell. Because I know several people that have that fit in that thousands of emails in your inbox category. We're going to get some hate email.
Oh man, they're going to be so triggered.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and push the email, Steve, so they can send that directly to you, and you can just kind of funnel that through to me.
Sure. show@canyougeek.com.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Send that
over to my assistant, and he will funnel the important stuff over to me.
Mark all red.
Steve, you're the assistant now. What?
Yeah, you got to fake it till you make it. You guys didn't know that?
That's what we were doing.
I'm like, isn't that the whole concept of this podcast?
Yeah. I regret. I'm gonna have to do a corrections thing probably in a few weeks. I'm probably. There's a lot of people I know that fit into that category. I'm probably gonna have to eat crow at some point. Yeah, but it'll be all right. Anyways, it's disgusting, and I do judge you whenever I see that on your phone. I'm sorry. Deal with it.
All right. Well, I guess on that fun note, I guess we can call this episode done.
What a great episode, guys.
It was.
It really was. This is a very...
We are putting out content.
Very weird time to be alive right now. Not a whole lot of anything going on. Unless we want to talk about politics, and I'm out on that note.
We don't do politics here.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Unless we like rebroadcast or rebrand it as "Can You Politic?" and
that sounds amazing. We should really look into that.
We could do it as a sideshow because that's what it would be, a sideshow.
We could wear like tinfoil hats and stuff. I actually think that there might be some. That's a hell of a pivot, but I think we could probably pull it off.
With the discussions we have in that Discord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys get pretty heated in there sometimes. Like I read through like half of it and it's just like, ugh, I'm not even gonna touch that.
I just do it for the memes, I'm all about the memes. I like to laugh.
I love triggering Aaron. That is like my entire goal is whenever those discussions come up is trigger Aaron.
Oh yeah.
And it's very easy. You mentioned socialism and being a communist, free healthcare.
Oh yeah. That's a big trigger. I want free as an American. I would love free healthcare, guys. Bring that on. Just bring that right on down here.
And his response every single time is, "Well, it's not free because you pay taxes." I'm like, "No, duh."
Bring the tax healthcare down here, please. I want some of that.
So it's fun. We have good times. We could do that as a sideshow.
Oh, that would be amazing. We could also pivot like Can You Pie, where we talk about different pies each week. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm trying to lose weight, sir. Not gain 1,000 pounds.
Okay. Well, Steve, I need to talk to you offline about finding a new third. I've never in my life met anybody that said, I don't like pie.
It's not my favorite.
You are a communist. Nope. It is. It's so
I thought that
good.
Was Steve.
No, you are the new one, Miss. I don't like pie that much. Steve is actually an all right guy now after your little comment that you just had to make.
Oh, you do need to come up here to visit. There is, if it lives through COVID, there is this amazing little diner that has been in like TV shows and shit that has the best pies.
Dude, I'm sure pies. I have to pie in moderation. I'm not trying to get the beatus, to be 100% honest, but pie in moderation would be amazing.
So I posted it in the Discord for you guys. I'll put it in the link for those that are listening. I will put a link in the show notes so you can check out. It's called the Hilltop Diner in Langley.
Are we even allowed to cross the border right now?
No.
Oh, we can't. Dude, America is number one, guys. Okay. We are number one. We are the epicenter. Okay. You know how amazing that is? Like, always on top, America, baby. You know? As a Texan, I'm so proud of this country. So proud. America number one. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's all I got. I'm really proud of my country. I knew we could do it.
You're doing things right. Just saying.
Guys, on a legit note, Idiocracy, the movie, is slowly becoming real. I am scared for my life. I need an adult. Please send help.
Oh my God, I know.
And on that note.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you guys in a week, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I can't wait, to be 100% honest. I like being able to ramble.
Yeah. And honestly, we should have 2 episodes out by then because hopefully all of my changes
just double
today
whammy that, man. Be like, hey, welcome back. Here's 2 episodes for you.
Ooh, you know what?
Binge away.
Oh, I would put one out, and then you put another one out like a day later. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Or you could just really, really mess with
people. That's such a tease.
I know. Well, that's how you make people want it more. Have you learned nothing in your teen years as a person? Come on.
You think we're gonna lose anybody because we haven't actually talked about anything like geeky?
What? Okay,
you think we have listeners?
Guys,
no, I'm kidding.
Guys,
so
there's
I know we have some listeners.
No, I know. That's actually something I did want to bring up that I've been meaning to, and we haven't. Hold on, let me log in to our hosting service that tracks all of our stuff. We have been getting 2 to 3 downloads every day for the last 3 months.
What does a download consist of? Does that mean that somebody came and listened to all of it or listened to a part of it? How does that work, Mr. Analytics?
I don't know officially how much they have to listen to, but so on June 19th, somebody downloaded every episode we ever did.
I wish was not me
this time. Was not me this time.
This is why we should funnel everything through Facebook, because then we would know exactly who downloaded it.
Yep.
Yes, and then we could go to their house and thank them in person. I really like
find
where
out
this is going.
Where they've been downloading.
Yeah, because didn't you say we had some listeners in Europe?
Yep. So we have 10 listens in Ireland.
Woo!
So
I bet I know who that is. I know who that is.
It is not AG.
Really?
I will tell you, it is not AG. He is a jerk and doesn't listen.
That guy's what an asshole.
2 in Portugal.
Yeah, man.
2 in Portugal.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. But we don't speak Spanish.
I know.
Shit, Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Oh my God! End it! End it right now! Just end it. That's a great way to go. End it. End it. End it.
But whoever has been listening through the COVID times, I want to thank you for listening through all of our episodes. Yesterday we had 6 downloads. Like, people are still listening, and so thank you.
Oh my goodness.
That's cool. We should really get them new content pretty quickly, before they stop listening.
Yeah, they'll have 2 episodes.
Nudge, nudge.
Please bear with us.
Hint, hint. Wink, wink.
Yeah. It's like they can hear us right now as we're talking, saying, it's coming. There's 2 more.
Bear with us. COVID jacked everything up.
It really did. It's awful. Oh, it's so bad. But you know what?
Movie release dates are getting extended.
You know what's crazy? So I go into my office at least 2 days a week. We have to wear masks, obviously, social distance. Thank God I don't have to wear one in my office, but I do close the door while I'm there. I am a very big people person. I like talking to clients, doing things for clients, just interacting, period. If you've ever met me in person, I talk with my hands a lot, just kind of how it is. But I saw a guy that I hadn't seen in 3 months, and it was sad how excited I was to just see somebody new and talk to somebody new from a safe distance, of course, but it was overwhelmingly amazing, especially coming from somebody who normally is used to going out, interacting, meeting new people, and causing a scene in a public place because, IDGAF, I think that's how my daughter would say that. It was weird. It's so weird. And when everything hopefully gets back to normal one day, which I'm sure it will at some point, it's like going to be people coming out from under a rock. I know people that went and spent hundreds of dollars on groceries whenever this first started, like non-perishable groceries, like canned goods and stuff, and haven't left their house in like months.
You've talked to Rob recently?
No.
Because he hasn't left the house in probably 2 months.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is probably selfish of me, but I have to have some kind of social interaction.
Me too.
It's been very tough for me. This year sucks, and social interaction for me, I like making people laugh. Big crowds are fine with me. It has been tough. Like, I also like to, hang out, play games, stuff like that. I'm kind of like, it's weird. I can be by myself and play games, but if I had it my way, I want to be out and about, meeting people, doing things like that. It's been rough, dude. Everybody that lives on the internet, which, hey, more power to you. I do that most of the time on weekends now. You guys are in heaven right now. You'll have to be. For me, I am struggling.
It isn't the same, though. Honestly, it's not the same.
It's not. I mean, the thing is as soon as we hear, hey, can't go out anymore. Actually, you can go out, but you got to wear this mask and do all that. People lose. You never, ever. It's like telling somebody to not press the red button and then leaving them alone and be like, don't you press that button. Don't do it. Like, no. If you tell me not to do something, I'm going to want to do that one thing more than anything in my life. And that's what we're dealing with now. It's been tough though. I mean, it's kind of how it is. I have you guys, we have our Discords, stuff like that. And, we got Fridays for the boys, obviously.
Yep.
But
even I know that.
It is very true. It's been tough. Like it's a very weird world we are in right now.
Well, and even like the people that, live on the internet and, do all the streaming and stuff. One of the guys that Rob watches a lot, in one of his more recent streams, he was talking about how he lost his day job, so now he's streaming full time because it's his only source of income. And I mean, yeah, he could make pretty good money at it, but it's not like it was for him. It was a hobby. It wasn't a lifestyle. So now he's like changing it to his lifestyle. So it's just, even for some of them, it's a switch.
God,
like,
it's
drastic.
It's crazy. Yeah, I know a lot of people that did lose their jobs, kind of like that guy, that streamer that you were talking about. It's wild. I know. I have a really good friend who was laid off from his job before all of this started, and then shit you not, like 2 weeks later, all of this hit, and he has been trying to find a job ever since. Like actively looking,
hard.
Had interviews, and it is. I mean, you've got, I don't even know what the unemployment rate is down here in US of A, but dude, it's
unemployment
rough.
rate is at 15.2%.
God,
I just
that's
researched
insane.
it today.
I mean, it's
but it is down from 16%. It was a little over 16% 2 months ago. So it is down almost a full percent.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty high.
I am honestly, what will make my year? Alien Invasion. Let's make that happen. I'm kind of at that point. Bring it on. Seriously. I mean,
I don't have enough ammo for that.
I am from Texas, and I don't have enough ammo for that. And, they'll probably be friendly, guys. Let's be 100% honest. They will be They will be friendly. And like I said, movie magic. Aliens are always bad in movies. No, they're going to be friendly.
Maybe they'll have a cure for COVID.
Hey, they might. You never know. I like to treat aliens.
Be like Paul. The alien Paul.
Oh my God, Paul.
Have you ever seen? I am an avid South Park fan. Did you guys ever watch the Pinewood Derby one? Where I haven't seen the episode in years, but it's where they make first contact. Basically, the episode starts out. Randy and oh my God, Stan are trying to make the fastest Pinewood car, and they stumble across some weird looking, I think it's like an orb. Well, it's like alien technology. They put it on the car like goes flying. Well, aliens show up and essentially are like, or the bad aliens show up and it's like, hey, we've got all these cool alien jewels. We're going to hide them for you. Don't tell anybody. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll do this. And then like alien cops show up and everybody in the like on Earth is like, no, we haven't seen it at all. Nope, no alien jewels here whatsoever. Some big test. It's hilarious. I'm explaining it very awfully, but dude, that episode is hilarious. Like I hope one day in our lifetime, whenever we figure out that there is life out there, that they troll us that hardcore. I would die a very happy man. That would be amazing. Oh, that's like if I had a wish, that would be one of them, to be trolled by aliens.
I don't think I've ever watched a whole South Park episode.
Okay,
but I did play. So there, I don't know if you remember, but there was this one video game when I was a kid, when I was littler, that was kind of like I don't know, kind of like Call of Duty, but it was the South Park guys, and they threw like
snowballs. Yes,
voodoo dolls.
South Park 64.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Play
we
that
played
all the time as a
piss
kid.
out of that. Yeah, you could throw like pea snowballs
The voodoo
and stuff.
dolls.
Yeah, you could do
dolls.
everything. Dude,
That game was the shit.
I don't
It
think
was.
I've watched
Don't go-
South Park since like season 15.
South Park.
It's been a long time.
I wish that they would move back to so they're doing current events and stuff now. Cool. That's awesome. I wish that they would move back to the format to where you never knew what they were going to make fun of depending on the week. I wish that they would move back to that format. And it was always just
still die every episode.
I think they stopped that. Actually, yes, I'm pretty sure they stopped that. So that kind of got played out. Man, God. South Park is great. It's one of those timeless things. I wish, like I said, the only thing that I don't like about it now is they hit on all the current stuff. I wish that they would go back to the format to where it was something kind of like Always Sunny. It's something new every week, and it's like they're making fun of something. I love that format where you'd never really know what you're going to get. It's just a grab bag. So. Oh, maybe next week we can just talk about TV for an hour. Oh, that'd be amazing.
I mean, we'd have plenty of it to talk about. We've all binged different stuff too, so there's always something to talk about there.
I did a rewatch of Weeds. Now that I'm older and slightly more mature, that show is even more amazing than whenever I remember watching it. Like, what was that? Like, when did it end? 8 years ago? So yeah, 8 to 10 years ago, something like that. Yeah.
Is that on Netflix still?
Yep, still is. I highly recommend it. I
think it's on my watch list, but I never got around to it.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so weird to see those shows back in the day. The first like 5 or 6 seasons are great. The last 2 seasons are okay. But it's so weird to see back in the day whenever nobody really had cell phones. That was kind of new. It's such a good show. If you like just stupid comedy, it's amazing. Definitely watch it.
I don't want to
like
admit
Friends?
it on.
Oh man. Probably gonna lose some brownie points for this. I cannot stand Friends. Never ever watched it. But here's the thing.
As long as you don't judge me for not being able to watch The Office, we're good.
Yeah, see, I love The Office. I love all of that, but I never got into Friends. Everyone I know is into Friends, loves it. Never got into it.
And I love Friends, but I never really got into The Office. I can't get past like the first few episodes.
So here's the thing. The first season it really takes off season 2+. The first season is definitely one of the, if not the slowest season of that series. For the most part, there are a couple of really funny parts.
Isn't season 1 a flat out copy of the English one?
Yeah, it is. Season 1.
I didn't even know there was an English version.
Oh yeah,
it was actually the original was British.
That's the thing. You know what's crazy? You guys ever watch Shameless?
Yes.
Same
But
way.
I knew that one had. I knew that one was a copy.
Yep. So that funneled over here as well. There's a couple
On
that
the
are
ship,
like that.
one of my nicknames with the topsiders was Fiona because they thought I looked like her.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. Don't ask.
I'm not.
I don't even know. So it's all good.
Oh yeah.
So question though, before we sign off, are you watching Big Brother?
Dude,
I know you used to watch it, so that's why I wasn't sure.
That is kind of a touchy subject right now. Kiddo and I are going to get into it. Okay. It's All Stars.
Yeah.
There's a couple people on there that I am not big fans of. But some of the older cast, because I only started watching it from like 14 or 15 forward. What are we up to now? 22?
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, actually 15 or 16 is the first year, I think, or it's the first time I started watching it. But some of the older ones I don't know about. We will probably get around to watching it. What I really like doing is binging. I'll sit on it for like a month
so much
and a
better
half,
to watch it.
And then I'll binge it. Just kind of get that out of the way. But I haven't watched it yet. I'll get around to it at some point. I'll put it on my watch list and probably watch it like 2 years later.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. Well, this time we'll actually say goodbye. We were close to saying goodbye like 20 minutes ago.
That's very true.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sorry.
Very true.
No, why am I going to say no to content? Like, come on. We need episodes. This is episodes. So
this is true. This is very true. You know, I would love viewer suggestions, just stuff for us to talk about. I think that'd be awesome. I'd really like to see that.
A lot less organized than we have been.
You want
to
just put a post on the Facebook page, like, "Yo, what should we talk about?"
That would be great.
There ain't nothing new out there.
So I would specify no politics, obviously. You know, I would hope that goes without saying, but I don't. Current events in regards to that stuff, no, thank you. Like, where was that explosion at a week and a half ago?
Beirut.
Oh my God, dude! If I saw that in real life. Nope. I would I would fold instantly. There's no way in hell, dude.
Well, I told you when I saw that video, like I was scrolling through Twitter and I'm like, oh, look,
yeah, we did kind of talk about it last week. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, it's a Call of Duty advertisement. Like, because that's what I thought it was. And then 2 hours later, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why is Beirut trending?
We call that real life.
I'm like, yeah, I was like, oh.
Dude, that was the most insane thing I've probably ever seen in my adult life. Like it's God, that's just, and then you see the close-up videos and then that shockwave coming out and shit just getting wrecked. And oh my God, dude, you were completely, there's nothing you can do. You were completely helpless in that moment. Like there's no worse feeling than just knowing that there's not a damn thing you can do.
The shocking thing is the amount of people that survived the blast to upload their videos that were super close.
Yeah.
Like all those videos were coming out within hours. They're not pulling those off of people that fast and putting them on the internet. That's actual people posting. Like, oh my God, I'm okay. Look here. This is what happened to me. So
that is one thing I love about the internet is it's a double-edged sword. News travels fast. Good news travels fast. Bad news travels fast. But it's so crazy that we can see that in real time now and in like minutes, not even hell, back in the day, like in the 90s, people would actively watch the evening news to find that stuff. So if
what happened today? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Here's what happened today. And now in minutes, like we have it.
Or their morning paper. If you go back even farther, you'd have sit at the breakfast table with their coffee and their cigarette and read the morning paper to find out what happened yesterday.
There are still people in my neighborhood that get the morning paper, and it blows my mind.
Last summer, I want to say it was last summer, on one of the, bringing up Facebook groups, one of the Facebook groups around here, a woman asked if there was people that would be willing to deliver papers for a weekend because they wanted to go camping. And we were like, hey, Michelle was on mat leave. Money was getting tight. We were like, yeah, let's why not? Let's do it. The ideal plan was for her to do them because it was like you'd start at, I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning to have the delivery done by 4. And the problem is because she was breastfeeding, it's really hard for her to not be there for the night feeds. So I ended up doing those plus working my day job. But it was only on the weekend, thankfully. So it was, I think, Sundays. We did it for 2 weekends in a row. Sunday was the hardest day. And yeah, I drove all over the area I live delivering papers. And it was shocking how many people get papers delivered still.
It's weird.
I would love to get the Sunday paper if we could. But
just for the coupons, huh?
Yeah, for the ads, the coupons, you name it, man.
You honestly can still do it. If you look around, they'll still deliver to you.
Oh, I've been in a gas station before. People have came in and bought like 5 Sunday papers just for the coupons. I've seen that before. Man. Dude, it's. I mean, we used to coupon. We very lightly coupon, not like anything hardcore. Like what you see on TV and stuff. But
people get money back.
Yes, it's like, hey, $800, and they're like, wait, I have about 37,000 of these coupons, and they're like, oh, well, we owe you $226 now. That's so weird. It's too much work.
So you can't do that up here.
So it's gone now. You can't do that anywhere. I don't think anymore.
Not anymore. That was, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe?
Probably.
It's been a while.
But even when it was at its height, you couldn't do that up here. We had limits. I think they were limiting it to like 10 coupons per transaction or something. And so it was, and you were only allowed a certain amount per item too. So you couldn't go and buy like, I'm going to go buy the entire store out of hand soap because I've got these coupons. That means it's going to be, I would only pay 40 cents, but they're going to give me $1 back. So then I'm only.
It's, I don't know. It's too much work for me. I'll buy in like rice and eggs, and I'll just do like rice and eggs for like a week. Good.
Easily.
All right, and on that note, wow, couponing, great way to take this out, guys.
Yeah, holy cow.
Another 10 minutes of talking.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, welcome to season 3 where everything is new.
Pretty much. It's kind of like college, experience-wise. Anyway, all right, thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah, so I forgot to tell you before we recorded the last time, we end the show saying later, nerds. So you didn't get to say it at the end of the last episode.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to continue that tradition. I mean, that was with the imaginary friend. So we could come up with something different. Exactly.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You stole my line.
Yeah, you took too long, man.
Whatever.
So
freezing.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Gentlemen always finishes second. Anyway,
nailed it. Bullshit.
Later, nerds.
Later, nerds.